G'day, g'day. This is our big one. Our whole trip across Australia. Starting off on the east coast near Sydney and ending up in the west coast in Perth. Seen some pretty amazing things. The Great Ocean Road, across the Nullarbor and down through Esperance. This one's got a few little extra ones in it. We're going to include the Margaret River and the Eyre Peninsula and Rottnest Island. Let's go! We are officially on the road. We've just left home. We're heading south today. Our goal is to get to Minamara by the end of today. But it's officially day one. We are on the road. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we've actually taken a bit of a slight detour. Emily found on the map a nice little waterfall track to do inside Sydney National Park. So we just finished at the waterfall inside the Sydney National Park, and now we're heading to the sea bridge. Let's go. Alright, we've just crossed over the Sea Cliff Bridge. Now, Emily's going to try and drive back across, and I'm going to try and fly the drone and see if I can see her. Let's see how we go. Alright, so we've finished now at the Sea Cliff Bridge. So now we've just pulled up at the beach. We're going to have some breakfast, fill our tummies, and then we'll keep going with our day.
Too much for me.
Alrighty, so breakfast is done. So now we are off to Minamara Falls. Let's go! Alright, we just got to the Minamara Falls. Our first cost of the journey, $12. Enter the national park. Let's go see what it looks like. Alright, so we're just on our way back and it started to rain. So
in the rainforest.
Rain in the rainforest. Better get a wriggle on. Get back to the car. Run, Emily. Alright, so we just finished up at the rainforest at Minamara, seen the waterfall. It was quite a nice little trek, but it also exposed my fear of doing this vlogging in public, so I didn't really talk that much during the walk because it was scary with all the other people walking past. So now we are heading off to Minamara to stay with some family for tonight, and that'll be the end of our first day. Let's go! Alright, we've made it. We're at Minamara for the night, staying with some family.
Good first day done.
Good first day done. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Alright, good morning everyone. So we've had a bit of an interesting morning. Got up, went for a run, went for a swim with everyone, said goodbye to the family. That was a bit of a hard one. Some tears were shed. And we got back on the road. So now we are at Berry and we are going to go get some donuts. Alrighty, so we just left Berry. It was a beautiful little town off the freeway there. We ended up stopping for the pie and the sausage roll and had a few donuts. It was very nice. Now we are heading to the Jervis Bay area. I think our first stop is Hynes Beach. Hynes Beach. Alright, so we made it. What's it called, Em?
Hynes Beach.
Hynes Beach. The widest
Sands in Australia.
widest sand in Australia. Also called from a few blogs that we've read. Well,
Let's see.
let's see. This is what it looks like. Okay, so turns out that beach was a smaller version of the beach that we wanted to go to with the Australia's widest sand. It was nice, but it wasn't very much a beach. But it turns out we were at the wrong one. So now we walked around and we found it. We just finished up at Hynes Beach. And to be honest, the sand was pretty white. We'll give it credit where credit's due. It was pretty good. It was nice and warm, but it's a bit cloudy, so, and very busy. And nice for a quick dip, but we decided it's time to get out of there. So we are now leaving the Jervis Bay region, National Park region, and heading towards where we're going? Huskisson. Right, made it. Huskisson Beach is apparently how you pronounce it. In terms of white sand, it has the exact same white sand that was at the other beach. So come here, it's a lot less touristy and heaps quieter. There's a beautiful little boardwalk that we're doing. It's like this. And we're both pretty knackered, so we might just have a bit of a swim and chill out and then find a place to camp for tonight.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. Good morning. This is day number 3. Last night we slept in the car. It was alright. There was a lot of French people backpacking next to us, which was hilarious because they went down and slept on the beach and it rained all night, and then we woke up in the morning, walked down to the beach and they were saturated. So that was funny. And so now we've just had some brekkie, we've done a workout, and we've found this nice little walk to go on, which will take us back to where we were yesterday. So we finished the walk, found this nice little lookout. So just behind us is the beach we were at yesterday that we got the drone footage of. Much quieter this morning, not so many tourists. So pretty nice here. Now it's time to head back, go to Ulladulla. All right, so we're on our way to Ulladulla and we have stopped in Milton, a historic town apparently, with some nice little bookshops and an old courthouse that Emily's going to work in, and a theatre, and so we'll check it out. Alright, so we're finished off in Milton. There's a nice little old town, and now we are on our way to Ulladulla. Alrighty, last update for today. We have arrived at Mollymook. It's very windy down here on the beach. It is absolutely beautiful, and we've come across a beach picnic area, car park sort of situation where we can park up the van, open up the back sort of tailgate and overlook the water. So that's where we'll camp up for tonight, but it looks pretty awesome. There's a few other camper vans around, so we should be all right. Alrighty, good morning. We had an absolute beautiful time here in Mollymook last night. We were able to camp right on the beach, and then today we've got up and gone for a run. We have gone for a swim to dip off. We just had some breakfast, and now we are heading to Bateman's Bay. So we made it about 5 minutes down the road, and we were driving across this bridge, and we looked out and seen the river coming in, and then it led to a beach. So what we're gonna do is go for a float down the river. So we're gonna jump in over there and float all the way down to down there. Trying Emily's floating. It's not going very well. My bum is just dragging along the sand. And then it gets to a deeper point, and I just think, as on cue. Now we made it to Bateman's Bay. Have some lunch, feed the locals, have a look around. Apparently, we got told last night there is not much to do in Bateman's Bay. I guess we'll have to find something, figure out what to do. Alrighty, so we're still in Bateman's Bay. We've got the van set up now, all on the water. Time to have a nice little ice cream and relax while staying out of the heat. Yum. Cheers. So for the first time on our trip, we have set up camp. Well, half set up camp. No floor and nothing really else. All the luxuries put in today. We are just going to basic camp it for the night. We found a nice little camp spot that we paid about $30 or $40 for, right on the beach. It's nice that we finally get it set up. My favorite thing in the world, my table. This is my favorite thing ever. It's so nice. This is number 1, the bin's number 2, Emily's number 3. Get to chill out here for the rest of the day. How good? Looks crap. Oh, I'll tell you what though, that is an absolute... Good morning. Today is day 5 on our journey. Had a pretty good night's sleep at this campground, so that was really good. But we ran into a bit of a hiccup. Our solar battery doesn't seem to be holding enough charge. So after a bit of ChatGPT, it has suggested that the battery is actually dying and on its way out. So I have to pull apart the electrical system now, see what is going on with this battery and the size of the battery, and see if we can get a new one. Life on the road, nice and fun. Okay, so update on the battery scenario. We've come into a number of issues. First issue, our regulator that comes up from our solar panel is only designed for AGM batteries, not lithium batteries, which means that we need to get a new AGM battery. Second problem, all the places that are around here that have available batteries, the battery sizes are either too small or the bigger ones don't actually fit in our cupboard space that we have for our battery system. So there's problem number 2, which basically puts us in a sticky situation. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to unplug everything. We're going to plug the fridge into the car, which we can charge whilst we're driving, and see if we can get this battery back up to what it was supposed to be at. If that doesn't work, then we're just going to have to order in the exact same battery that we've already got, get that sent to where we're going, and change it there. Fun of being on the road. Alright, so we finished up at Moruya. That is definitely not how you say it. And now we're heading to Narooma. But there is a cute little dairy shop on the way which we're going to stop at. I think we can see some cows. Moo. One of the pit stops we've been waiting for. Bodella Dairy. Hopefully get ourselves a nice little milkshake and have a little look around. Seen some other fellow vloggers have a look through and they said it's really nice. Bodella Dairy, and now we're on our way to Narooma. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Emily, look at the road, Emily. Emily, keep looking at the road. Oh, look at that! Headed to Narooma. Absolutely beautiful. We found the inlet to the town. It's pretty nice. People enjoying a nice swim. The waves crashing. Oh, that's that rock down there, Emily. The see-through rock. We might go and check that out. So we came out to the Narooma inlet. The inlet, and there's seals everywhere. There's some doing flips. There's some doing yawns. There's some doing scratching. Yeah, they're everywhere. It's so good. I'll show you. Look at them all. That's Narooma done. We did the inlet with all the seals. We hiked up to the lookout, and then we've made an absolute fool of ourselves by trying to get a photo in the hole in the rock. All right, so today has been a challenging one. It has been very long. So we went and seen the auto electrician. He said that our battery was likely to be failing and that our solar system is not big enough to support our electrical needs. So we've basically spent the whole day giving ourselves an auto electrician course, and we've come up with a plan of attack. So we are going to get one of those solar blankets, and we're going to connect that to our battery to give it a little bit of a boost. Oh no, we're actually going to get a new battery as well. So we're going to get a new battery, and we're going to connect a solar blanket to it as well as our original solar system. We've caught up a mate, thanks Kieran, who's going to go to the shops and pick up our supplies from Sydney tomorrow, and they were coming down and spending the weekend with us, and so they're going to bring it down with them, which is really lovely. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a whole new sort of solar system. But other than that, it has been a long day and we are extremely buggered, so we're just going to watch a movie and go to bed. Good morning. We are on day 6 of being on the road. We're just leaving our campsite now. We are hoping for a better day than yesterday, and I think that'll happen. The sun is out and we're going to have a good day. So first thing we're going to do is the Glasshouse Rocks walk near Narooma. I have got no idea what it's about, and neither does Emily, but it looks nice in the photos, so we're going to go there. And then we are going to basically head straight to Bermagui and go to our campsite and have a bit of a relaxing day there. Okay, we're in the car park for the Glasshouse Rocks walk. Now, it's not very signed well, and apparently we've looked at a few blogs. You've got to walk past the cemetery, around the fence, and you should come out on a little track. Okay, so it was about a 3-minute walk from the car park, but we made it, and we are at the Glasshouse Rocks. We go. So we've just absolute gem. And now we are heading to Bermagui. Alrighty, so we rocked up to Bermagui and went to the information centre, and the lady there said before we set up, to head back outside of town and to go and see a couple of rocks. So the first one is Camel Rock, so it's on the beach and apparently it looks like a camel sitting down, so we're going to go check out that. And then the second one is Horse Rock, so I've got no idea why it looks like a horse, but we're going to go check that out as well. Alright, so we made it to Horsehead Rock. It is very windy, so we're not going to be able to get the drone out, but it is quite a nice little rock. Got a hole in it, apparently it looks like a horse. I can't see it, Emily couldn't see it, but I'm sure someone will be able to tell us why it's called Horsehead Rock. Just made it to Bermagui. We've checked into the caravan park, but it was ridiculously windy here that we can't set up. Our awning just flies all over the place and almost smashes into the car. So we're just going to head down to the town and see what there's to do, and then hopefully be able to come back later tonight and set up. Alright, so we've just gone for a bit of a walk around town, and then we decided, well, screw it, we may as well go check out this Bermagui blue pool. And so we've just come to the top, and there's little seals in the water, which is very cute. They're all having a little frolic, and there's some on the rocks. We might head down and see if we can get a closer look. I think so. So let's have a look at these little seals. Now, I don't know if you can see them, but they're just sort of sitting there having a bit of a float. One's doing flips and tricks. One's sort of doing a backflip. One's going around in circles. Wait, this is Ripper. Alright, so that's pretty much Bermagui. We are at the pool now. We might wrap it up here for today, hey? It's pretty windy, so we're probably just gonna figure out how to set up and go to sleep tonight, and then tomorrow hopefully come down and enjoy this beautiful pool. But other than that, let's wrap it up for today.
Bye.
Good morning. Today is going to be a bit of an interesting day. Thank you, Kat and Kieran, because they have saved our solar panels. They have brought down our new battery system that we're going to do. So we're going to put in a new battery that connects to the solar panel on our roof, and also to a solar blanket that we can roll out and put in the sun. So when it's sunny, we get a bit of extra charge. I think the installation is going to be a bit challenging, but we're going to give it a go. Lift with your back. Alright, so new battery system set up. Tell me you're a physio without telling me you're a physio. Look at that. Alrighty, so we cracked it at the solar panels. I think we got it all set up, but it just got too hot, so we decided to leave that for later today. And now we've headed out to Central Tilba to have a look at the little markets in the old historic town. Hey? It's nice. Alrighty, well that wraps up Tilba, Central Tilba. We went down, I walked down the main street, Tried to find the markets, but they were shut because it's 42 degrees at 11 a.m. So it is hot. We're going to try and cool off, maybe go to the beach. Alright, so here's a bit of an update from day 2 in Bermagui. It's been an interesting day. And now, the fires that are happening in Victoria at the moment are getting blown from the south to the north. And so the sky is full of like a fire smoke. It's actually ridiculous. How good's this? Basketball court and a ripstick. Down south, and then we booked in for a nice little camp stay with some animals tonight, apparently on a little farm, so we shall see what that's like as well. And we booked that a little bit west, so we're getting off the coast and hopefully out of the wind. And we planned today to not really go for a swim and to sort of head out west, but then we've got here and it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna jump in the water. How good? Wow, that's nice. Alright, so I went for a swim. Emily had a sunbake. It is absolutely freezing. The wind must have brought up the cold water from bloody Antarctica, because it is cold. Ooh, it's hot.
After our swim at Tathra Beach, we got some sad news from home, so made the decision to cut our trip short and hightail it back home. This was, to Bro's credit, a I think 10 or 11 hour drive straight right back to where we started, but very grateful to be able to spend the time with family over that and the next couple of days, which was really, really nice in the circumstances. After that though, we were able to get back on the road and continue with our journey.
Good morning. So we have just left Melbourne and we are heading for the Great Ocean Road, which has been one of my bucket list items, so I'm very excited. We've had a bit of bad luck and there's been terrible floods that have affected the Great Ocean Road, which is very sad, but apparently the road has reopened. So we're going to check it out and see if we can get through, and we're going to see what all the fuss is about. Alright, we're in Torquay. Now this is pretty much the start, I would say the official start of the Great Ocean Road. And there's a great ocean, there's a road. Let's go! Here we go. Let's go!
Where are we?
Where are we? Where are we, did you ask? We are on the Great Ocean Road. Point Addis. Now this one was heavily recommended to us by a few friends, so we're excited to see what it looks like. There is a cute little boardwalk that we're now taking to probably the lookout. So far so good, lovely little walkout, and it has got some beautiful views. We're just going to walk down the stairs and have a look. This is an exciting update for anyone, well, any Australian born in sort of what, 95 to 2000 M?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. We are at the Round the Twist Lighthouse. Round the Twist, for all our international viewers, is a Australian TV show, and it was extremely wacky and hilarious. And we're about to go see where it was made. Alright, this is an exciting moment. We are at the Great Ocean Road sign. There are people everywhere, and I was planning on flying the drone to try and get a nice shot, but it's so busy.
Smile.
Great Ocean Road, here we are. Wacky do, Emily! Adrenaline is a little high. I figured out how to do the drone and follow the car, which was very nerve-wracking, but we made it to Apollo Bay, so we are going to try and chill out here for a little bit and let the adrenaline calm down. Woo! Woo! Give us a woo!
Woo!
Okay, yeah, Emily drove, not much adrenaline. Found a nice little fish and chip shop. A quick stop at George's Fish and Chips. Have some lunch. Get back on the road. Yum.
Chico roll just for you.
Alright, so we finished up lunch at Apollo Bay and we've got back on the road. We have looked at the maps and it looks like the Great Ocean Road deviates from the ocean at Apollo Bay.
Inland.
We are heading inland. So we are heading towards, where are we going now? The 12 Apostles. So it must come back towards the ocean somehow. But at the moment, we're going inland. Gibson Steps Beach, and it's quite lovely. The helicopter going over the top, and I think there's an apostle. Mate, there are some bloody flies. I have to leave Emily. There are way too many flies. There's probably at least 200. That's an exaggeration. I'm going to the car.
Pretty magic.
The apostles.
Why would I use my brain now?
How good.
Wow.
Emily, I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. The apostle from earlier is actually an apostle. I'm a geologist.
How many?
Emily's a doubter and I'm a geologist. It's an apostle. Honestly, 12 apostles, kind of a shout. Apparently you can come back here at sunset and have a nice sunset. So we might do that. Don't know. Right, we have made it to our campsite for tonight. It's a nice little hip camp, so we're not going to set up too much, only because we want to go down and watch the sunset over the 12 Apostles. Put the solar out and charge up the battery, and hopefully charge up all of our equipment while the sun's out. And then Em's going to have a little nap, and I probably will as well. And then cook some dinner, and hopefully have a good sunset over the 12 Apostles. So we are back at the 12 Apostles. The lady at the tour desk at Apollo Bay said to come back for sunset because it is supposed to be spectacular, and it is looking quite fabulous. So what's really good actually is that there's hardly anyone here. All the buses must be gone, and it seems to be only people with cars, so it's a win on all accounts. This should be nice.
So peaceful.
Alrighty, the sun has gone down. It has been a very peaceful sunset, but we're wrapping it up here. Off to bed, continue tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. So we are waking up at our camp spot, which is quite beautiful. It is on a farm which is about 3 kilometers away from the 12 Apostles, and it's just on the same road. So we were able to come back after looking at the sunset last night quite quickly, and it was a beautiful sleep. But we're up nice and early, and we are going to get on the road and finish off the rest of the Great Ocean Road. Alrighty, number 1 stop of the day, the, what is it? Lock and Gorge.
Yep.
Emily said it was a Lock and George, so that's this new nickname. Got no idea what it's about, but let's go find out. About a 1-minute walk from the car park, actually about a 15-second walk from the car park, and you get this. Alright, well that's a Lock and Gorge done. It took about 2 minutes.
Yep.
Unfortunately you can't walk down the stairs, which means that you can't get nice photos down the bottom, so we looked at it from the top. And now to see the next one. Where are we? Alrighty, stop number 2. The flies have returned, but we are at the Muttonbird Island. That's Muttonbird Island. That's the edge of Australia. And it has some phenomenal views of the 12 Apostles and where we just were. And there's Emily. So, how good's this? Look at that. Look at that. And look at that. Very nice. Alright, so now we're off to see the Blowhole, the Thunder Cave, the Broken Head, and the Sherbrooke River. Let's see how good they are. I'm guessing this is the Blowhole?
I think so. I think it's just low tide. We're at Thunder Cave.
You know why they call you Thunder? Because it's always after lightning. Ka-chow!
And on that note, here is the lookout. Oh wow. That's so cool.
The flies.
Oh, look at them all. Ew. Made it down to the river, which comes out to a beautiful beach, and then on this side is the river. This is the Instagram versus reality situation where this is how we're both walking back to the car because we're covered in flies. Smile!
And Port Campbell. Still a few flies, but it's beautiful. The town is very nice. It's got a few little cafes and bars and a pub, but we're living on the cheap, so we are doing breakfast by the bay. Alrighty, we've got full tummies from eating some brekkie down at Port Campbell, and then about 5 minutes down the road, our next stop, London Bridge. We thought we'd seen London Bridge a few times already, but apparently we were wrong. So this is the real London Bridge. Let's go and have a look. Found it. So a fun little fact about the bridge is you could actually walk across it 30 years ago, but because of erosion, it fell down in the 90s. So this little gap here, that way, you could walk across that. Now you can't. Sad. That's London Bridge finished. Honestly, would recommend. Quite nice. So now we are off to the next one. Don't know what it will be. We'll just pull over on the side of the road and have a look. 2 minutes down the road, we're at the next one. This is for all the ones back home. It's the grotto. Well, I think the grotto was a great success.
Yeah, that might be my favourite.
That was pretty
cool.
Well, lucky that there wasn't too many people around. I tell you what, the flies.
Don't give up, do they?
Nah, relentless. On to the next one. Alright, so here we are at Childers Cove. It is one of the ones where it's a bit small and apparently no tourist vans come here, so you sort of have to be self-driving to come here, and apparently it's beautiful, but it is attack of the flies. There are so many of them, so it is a little bit unbearable, but we have tolerated it well. The other thing we just did too, which is really cool, is we flew the drone because there is no one around, so we got the drone up and had a little bit of a look as we drove in, and hopefully that footage looked pretty cool. So we're learning and having a bit of fun with the drone. It's always fun. Hopefully this place is as nice as what everyone says. Honestly, one of the most beautiful and stunning beaches in this like little cove, but oh my god, 1,000 flies. Oh. Seeing if there's less down on the actual beach itself. Look at that. Alright, this is it. We are turning off the Great Ocean Road. We officially have turned off the Great Ocean Road and off the T intersection, so seen a lot of sights this morning. We thought that we'd have it done in about an hour and it's taken us 4, so there's lots to see, and we have skipped through a lot as well, so I would heavily recommend taking your time. And then that's it for our Great Ocean Road adventure.
Tick that off the bucket list.
Bucket list item achieved. So we just had our lunch at Port Fairy. It's beautiful, a nice little river that goes down the main sort of park area. But this officially will wrap up our Great Ocean Road tour. We had a great trip. Now for us, we're going to continue on. We're heading towards South Australia now. We're going to cross the border and we're going to go through Mount Gambier. Let's go. We have just passed, I think, the last town in the state of Victoria. So we are about to leave the East Coast states and cross the border into South Australia. Now, we have had to get rid of all of our fruit, and we had bought a bunch of tomatoes to have for dinner tonight, but we're not allowed to bring them with us because they have a fruit quarantine area because of the fruit fly. So we've had to get rid of all that, but we should be able to cross the border very shortly, which is exciting. It is. Alright, well, update. We are in our 4th state or territory. We are in South Australia. A little underwhelming. There wasn't any sign or any notice that we're in South Australia, other than the fact the signs changed from like an orange for State National Park to a green. But yeah, now we're in South Australia, so that's exciting. Mount Gambier is about 10 minutes away. A bit of an update. During the crossing of the border, we lost the side mirror here, so now it's attached by physio tape. So hopefully I'll be able to stop and get some actual black tape somewhere in Mount Gambier and make it look a little bit nicer. But you know, physio tape wins every time. Alrighty, so our poor little mirror came off just outside of Mount Gambier. So I'm going to duct tape it back on. Here is our physio tape that we used on the side of the road. But this should at least look a little bit better, rather than it looking like it has a band-aid on the side of it. Hopefully it comes up pretty nice. Alright. Life on the road. Fixed by duct tape. What can't it fix? So we've just arrived at the Mount Gambier sinkhole. This is something I'm a little bit excited about because I've seen it on some other vlogs of people going from across Australia, and like a sinkhole sounds terrible, but apparently this one is like now filled in with a nice little garden. Look at that. I'm in the good books. It's a fairy garden and it looks amazing. Don't know who's done it, but it looks so good. It's a sinkhole and they made it look like a fairy garden. The flowers, the greenery, and I think we get to walk down into it. Wow. Howdy.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I'll tell you what, if you're ever driving from, where do we come from? Victoria, through South Australia, this is the bucket list item. This has got to be one of the best things we've seen today, and we've been on the Great Ocean Road. Hey, we're literally about to go behind a sinkhole archway.
Oh, whoa.
It is a bit spooky.
It's like a waterfall of...
A waterfall of vines. Look at this. Never seen anything like this before. Mate, this is unreal. On the list. On the list. The koalas recommend. This was this vine waterfall that we just walked behind. It's huge and it has bees at the top, which I guess helps to pollinate all these flowers. Well, that is the Mount Gambier sinkhole done, and that was honestly one of the best things I think I've done so far on this trip. Heavily recommended. Yeah, that was beautiful. Wow. We decided to head to the Blue Lake. Now, I was driving, so I didn't get to see, but Emily said that it lived up to its name. And I tell you what, it does. Here it is.
It's bloody blue.
It's bloody blue. tell you what, this is the time that you want the 4K. Alrighty, good morning. We had a beautiful stay here last night in Mount Gambier, just at a quiet little caravan park. We lucked out, and I guess we spent a little bit more and got our own little ensuite, so we had our own private shower and toilet, which was really nice. Now, before we go on the road today, I just want to sort of go back on what we did yesterday. I wrote it down. We went to 15 different places yesterday, and if you include the 12 Apostles, we went to 16 different places. So we woke up, started at the 12 Apostles. We didn't actually go down and see them, but we used their toilet facilities because we didn't have them the night before. So we started and we went to the Loch and Gorge, Muttonbird Island, the Blowhole, the Thunder Cave, the Sherbrooke River. Then we went to the London Bridge, the Grotto, the Bay of Martyrs, the Great Ship, the Bay of Islands, Childers Cove. Then when we got to Mount Gambier, we went to the Sinkhole, the Blue Lake, the Little Blue Lake, bloody fly, and finished off at Valley Lake. So many places. Now today we're off on the road again. We have to get to Adelaide Airport tonight. We're catching a flight back home to Newcastle tomorrow morning. We've got some family stuff to get to. But yeah, so it's a long day on the road today, and hopefully we just have a smooth one. We're gonna go down by Millicent because it has some nice art apparently on the walls, and we want to see that, and then down by the coast all the way in to Adelaide. Let's go. We're in Millicent. This one's for you, Millie. Oh, coming from New South Wales, Emily and I were just saying how flat the roads are around here. Look at this. Honestly, it's been like this for the last 20 minutes. It's just flat and straight. Just went to the information desk in Millicent, and she gave us this handy little flyer that tells us where all of the street art is. And so we went to get in the car and go drive for it, but then if you have a look, there's a few around the actual information thing. So we're gonna go have a look at them. The first one looks like it's the Gents Dunny. A little dunny here, bit of artwork. Not bad. What do you think? This old fella looks like he needs to use it, doesn't he? The Gents Dunny. So across the road from the men's dunny is a wind turbine blade. Wow, that's huge. So we have decided that we are going to try and see the rest. There is one that I want to see. It's like a big lady looking one. Looks like that. And then Emily wants to see the big Millicent sign. And there might be one or two extras that shock us. So let's go see them. Us wrapping up in Millicent, did a little artwork tour. It was all of 4 or 5 streets, which was actually really nice. There's a quick little stopover. And now we're back on the road. Let's go. We're in the town of Beachport, and we're about to go have a look at the Beachport jetty. It is absolute crystal blue water here. It's really nice. It's a bit windy. I was going to try and see if we get the drone out and fly it on the jetty, but that's not going to happen. So we just went for a drive and we flew the drone over the ocean, sort of tailing the van, which was really nice. And now we're walking on the jetty.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful and very blue.
Smile.
Wacky do. So we finished up in Beachport. we decided not to walk to the end of the jetty because it was 1.5 kilometers long or something. So we kind of need to get a wriggle on. So now we've just left, but at the end of the jetty, there was a Lion's Donuts van. And so we got Emily and I a donut. That's a little snack for the road. And I'm gonna go to Robe and see if we can find somewhere to have some lunch. And then from there, probably just try and go as fast as we can to Adelaide.
What do you think?
Welcome to Robe. Mate, the water is so blue. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, but anyway, we're in the main street of Robe. It is a beautiful little beaches looking town. I think it's the tourist hotspot for the South Australians.
Seems like it.
Seems like it. It's very busy. And we are going to the bakery to get some lunch. We'll just get a little snack because we're a bit hungry. And here it is. Alrighty, having our pies. This is our view for lunch. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Hey, how good?
Eyre River.
I was good pie. I got the beef and pepper. Beef and pepper. Beef and pepper. Quick pit stop in Kingston SE, and the main reason that we're stopping here is because of this fella, the big lobster. In Australia, we like to have some big things, and this is one of them. How good. Alrighty, here we are at the front. Come in, Emily. Get a little video. We're getting eaten by a lobster. Now, underneath the lobster. In the lobster belly. I know how much this one would cost, eh? A little dinner. Just walked into the service station sort of cafe thing here, and there's a sign about Larry the Lobster. 17 metres tall, 15 metres long, and 13 metres wide, and weighs 4 tonnes. Larry. Alright, so we have just entered Hundorf, the oldest Australian German town. It's very pretty. We're hoping to maybe be able to get like some sort of German snack, like a pretzel. But I have no idea how German it actually is. But so far, it's very pretty and the trees are gorgeous. Okay, thank you. What do they got?
Do you want to get one? Should we stop?
It's good.
Yeah, very good. I like it.
Got the beer?
Yep. Ready? Cheers. For me.
Alright, so we just finished off at Hundorf. It was a really nice little German town. I think it was really good. What do you think, Emily?
I liked my pretzels. I thought it was good. It was a fun little stop for the afternoon. And now we're off to the beach.
Yes, because we're flying out tomorrow, we're going to go and just chill out at the beach before our sort of parking time opens. And then we'll have some dinner there and head into the airport parking because we'll do a little sneaky one and park and sleep in the car tonight, and then catch an early flight back tomorrow. Alright, we have made it to Glenelg Beach. It has the big jetty out behind us, out there. It's, and the huge Ferris wheel. It is extremely windy, more wind. Seems to just be following us at this point. So hopefully we'll get some dinner and sit by here and just chill out for a little bit before having to go to the airport. Pretty cool. They have got the Ferris wheel happening. They've got some beach volleyball happening on the beach. They've got a beach club on the beach here. It's still windy, but it's a cool little spot. And here we are at the Glenelg Jetty. So, second longest jetty that we've seen today. How good. And the sun looks like it's going to set over the water.
Yeah.
So we might get
Bali vibe with that.
a sunset viewing. Righty, so we've just sat down to have some dinner. We ended up going with a pasta shop. So I got the beef ragu and Emily got, what'd you get?
A Napolitana pasta.
Napolitana pasta. We're going to sit down, watch the sunset over the water, because we don't get to do that very often where we live, and eat our dinner, and then go and have a bit of a sleep and get up for our plane. How's it look?
Looks good.
I got some chili added on mine, which will make it nice. Other than that, that's probably it for today, don't you think?
I think so. It's been a big one.
Big day. Yeah. All right. Hooroo. Good morning. So we have just returned back from a trip back home for some family stuff. So we spent last night sleeping at Adelaide Airport and it was 40 degrees, so that was tough. But we got up and we got on the road. Today we are heading to Port Augusta. Now Emily's told me that she wants a shout out because she's been driving for the last 3 hours because I have felt like absolute rubbish off a terrible night's sleep and only a chocolate milk for breakfast. But I'm going to try and do the next leg and get us towards Port Augusta. And then we've changed our plans a little bit. We're going to originally go up through the Flinders Ranges region, but there is a massive heat wave that's hitting the South Australian coastline. So we're going to try and stick by the coast and closer to the water, which is apparently going to be a bit cooler. So anyway, that's our plans from now. Let's go. Alrighty, this is one of those fair dinkum, true blue Aussie monuments. Here we are at the big song. How bloody good. This is what we came to South Australia for. A huge thong out the front of some random farm and some bloke's property. Absolutely rated. An update for the afternoon. We drove to Port Augusta. The town itself, there wasn't much there, was there? No. So we decided we just went to the shops and basically got all our sort of groceries for the next few days, filled up the car with fuel, and then just came and checked into the caravan park. But we've got a pool. Time to go for a swim. Alrighty, we're at stop number 1, Whyalla, known for its circular wharf, which is what we're going to go and walk on now. I've taken the drone, but I've had a look at a few drone shots online and they don't look too good, so I'm not sure if I'm going to give it a go or not. And there's plenty of people around, which always makes me nervous. But first stop of the day, Whyalla. So we're just finishing up at the Whyalla jetty. It was really good. I got to fly the drone. The colours of the water was spectacular. So Em and I have had a discussion where I'm not going to stay in Whyalla today. We're going to continue on the road. There's a few other little bays that we want to sort of check out along our journey down the Eyre Peninsula. So before it gets too hot, I think we get on the road and get into it.
Sounds like a plan.
Whoa.
Tully had imagined, especially with Rachel coming along for the ride.
Alrighty, we just got here to Tumby Bay. So we are cooking up a mean feed. Emily's got her tofus on here and making some wraps. And look at the view. We are straight across the road from the beach. We're gonna go for a swim and we're going to enjoy a nice lunch. Maybe even jump off the pier. How good?
Do you want tomato?
Oh crap, we might, yeah. Now it's good. Yeah, I want tomato. Alrighty, here's our end result. Wraps, Emily's wraps, and a view. You know who to call. Dazza. This is living. Alrighty, we're just finishing up here at Tumby Bay. Been for a swim. It's Bloody Ripper. Off to Port Lincoln. Let's go. So here we are at one of our first bits of silo art. How good! Some kids doing a flip. We've seen a few bits of silo art so far on the journey, but this looks like the best one so far. So we thought we'd get a little video of it. I might even try and get the drone out and get a better shot. How good? We've decided on our stop for tonight is at, where are we at? Port Lincoln. And it is our second jetty experience for today. We've just seen one at Tumby Bay, and now we're going to go onto the jetty at Port Lincoln, and there is a swimming area off it, so we're going to jump in.
How exciting.
Very exciting. Let's go. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a correction. Emily said that we're actually up to jetty about number 6. So it's been a jetty jumping day. Anyway, off to this one.
This is the one we're actually going to jump off.
Okay, right here.
Ready. Two, one, go.
Well, I've lost the watch, so I have my watch back. Emily dove about 4 meters, I reckon, to go get it. How good. So we've come from the wharf. Emily was a saviour, saved the watch. She had to dive pretty deep, but we got there. Now we are at the brewery. So we're going to go have a few beers, have a bit of relax, and then we'll go and set up our campsite. Alrighty, so we're at our campsite for the night. It's a quiet one. Sun has set over the water. It's a pretty peaceful site. We've got grass, better than last night where we had sand and ants. So that's Port Lincoln done. From Port Augusta to Port Lincoln today. Beautiful weather. Dove off the jetty, lost the watch, found the watch. Had a nice dinner. Sunset, bedtime. See ya.
Bye.
Good morning. Another day. We have left Port Lincoln and we are heading sort of towards Ceduna. We don't know how far we'll make it today, but that's the plan. We're just heading up the north end of the Great Australian Bight. But our first step of today is Greenly Beach rock pools. So there's some rock pools right behind me. We came at low tide, so hopefully we'll be able to get in and have a bit of a swim, but the sun's not coming out just yet and it's a bit overcast, so we're just going to see how it all goes. The road in was a bit of an interesting one. It was dirt basically the whole way, and then it got heaps rocky at the end and we started bottoming out. So it was a bit of an experience to get here, but we've made it. The waves are crashing. It looks ripper. had a little swim at the rock pools. Emily jumped all the way in. I went in to my knees. And then I had to go fly the drone. No, it was freezing, so I didn't go in anymore. Emily went, had a little float. It was beautiful. Time to continue on the road.
Yeah, let's get warm.
Alrighty, so we just pulled over to have some lunch. This is our view. It is absolutely perla. It's got a nice little platform that's down here behind me. Hopefully we'll sit down and have that. And then here I am, cooking up a feed. Got sausages on the barbecue. And Emily, she's doing the salads. Perla. This is good. Hey! Alrighty, how's the view for lunch? Got ourselves. Emily's got a salad wrap. I got a sausage sanger. And this is the view. We just had a little stop off here on our way towards Ceduna. We are at, what is it?
Murphy's Haystacks.
Murphy's Haystacks. Now, get ready for the reveal. They are these huge rocks. Made it to Ceduna. It is absolutely beautiful. We have checked into a really nice caravan park. Spent the day just chilling out there and relaxing after a lot of driving. It had a pool, so I was able to do some flips and tricks. That was really nice. It's got a really nice jetty here. Hopefully we get some good weather. Now tomorrow we're not sure what we're going to do yet. We don't know if we are going to go straight across the Nullarbor and just drive it, but it's supposed to be pretty hot, so we might actually start in a few days time. I guess we're just gonna wake up tomorrow and see where we're going. Might stay here for another night. Other than that, bye for now. Alrighty, so we decided to spend one more day in Ceduna, basically because we needed a bit of a rest and had to try and get some life admin done. So we've done a lot of it today. Probably still a little bit we could do. Might do that tonight. But time for a break, have a drink, have a swim in the pool. You got to enjoy the holiday sometimes. Oh, how good. Here we go. Today's the day. We're crossing the Nullarbor. So we've left Ceduna, we're heading west. It's been a long drive already, and we're only about 70 k's in. First stop, we're going to try and check out the Windmill Museum. So we'll see what that's like. That's coming up shortly. But this morning we got some fuel, because fuel in Ceduna was $1.90, and then across the Nullarbor it's $2.90. So we're saving ourselves $1 a litre by filling up nice and early. So we'll fill up along the way, but at the moment we're just going to drive to the Windmill Museum, see what that's all about, and then continue with our way. Let's go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyone that knows me growing up, Mum and I used to play this game where we were on a road trip and we'd count how many windmills there were between where we were, or I guess between where we started and where we ended up. And so this one for me is quite a nice little thing to do. So this one's for you, Mum. Windmills. I can't count this many. Alrighty, so this is the windmill museum done. Time to get back on the road. I don't know, where's the next stop, Em?
Servo.
At the servo. We're going to the servo, gotta fill up, save some cash. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're filling up the last cheap stop before we get onto the Nullarbor. We're at the Yatla service station. It looks like there is no actual petrol station here though, it's just a big tank of fuel. So let's figure out how to pay for it. Alright, here we go, filling up. We put 60 bucks on. It was a bit of an ordeal trying to figure out how to actually put it on. We're about to hit our number. Oh, we've hit our number, but we've put too much money in. So I don't know what happens there. So we just went past the east end of the Nullarbor Plain side. Now the Nullarbor, it's stood for the land of no trees. So if you were to look around, there is not a single tree in sight. It's just all little shrubs. Definitely the Nullarbor. So here we are. We are at the tip of the Great Australian Bight. Now, we didn't know this, but there's a little information centre and then a little track that we can do. So we've paid our money. It was 10 bucks each, and it's a really well maintained little area, and we're going to go see the edge of Australia. Taking a bit of respite on one of the shoulders, get out of the wind. That's the boardwalk part done. The lady at the office said to go to the lookout, so here we come. I tell you what, this is probably up there with the Great Ocean Road, if not better.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, this is cool. If you're on your way across the Nullarbor, come to the tip of the Bight. Koala recommended. Alrighty, that's ahead of the Great Australian Bight done. We went to the lookout. Very windy, but a whole lot of fun. So now we're off to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. Emily's in the captain's seat. Of what it looks like the old-fashioned Nullarbor Roadhouse. How
Pretty
good?
Cool.
It's got a sign on the roof and a little sign under here. How good's that? Alrighty, so that's the Nullarbor Roadhouse done. It was actually really nice. Heavily recommended to have a little break and stop there. Back on the road. Oh, Emily got a magnet. How good.
This is our second souvenir.
Our second souvenir.
Another magnet.
Another magnet, yeah. One for the Great Ocean Road, now one for the Nullarbor. Seems fitting. Anyway, back on the road. Let's see how far we go. Let's go. Well, this is a bit of an interesting one. We are about to be on the Royal Flying Doctor Service road strip where they can land if they've got someone that they have to land on the Nullarbor. Here it is. So technically we're on a runway.
Yeah, I've never driven on a runway before.
Here we go. Hey,
Nice wide roads.
look at that. Righty, quick pit stop. We're at a scenic lookout. Not sure what we're going to see, but there's lots of cars here, so let's see what it's about.
Little vans running the big vans.
We don't really know where we're at, but we are probably at the other end of the Bight. Anyway, there's some pretty awesome cliffs, some pretty magical views.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Just a little stop off the side of the road.
And the sun's come out just in time.
Beautiful. Emily's driving. She's an outback driver. Whoa.
On the corrugated roads.
We're at our next stop. I think it's kind of the other side of the cliffs that we're just at, but we don't know. So we're gonna have a little look, see what it's all about. What was interesting is at the last one, there was signs and it said to take like the tourist picture and everything on the sign, but on this one there was nothing, and there's no cars here where we rock up and not really many signs, so we might have found the little secret one. So it's not the other end of the cliffs, it's a new set of cliffs, but they look pretty awesome. We were just saying how the Nullarbor has actually been quite surprising. There's a bit to look at. Well, at least coming from Ceduna across so far, it's been pretty entertaining. Cliff stop number 4. This is the one that Emily was keen to see, so hopefully it's pretty good. Alright, it looks pretty similar to the last one. Hopefully it's got just as good a views. Should be nice. So here's one of the interesting ones of our journey. So when we're travelling from South Australia to Western Australia, we've got to go to the quarantine point, get rid of all our fruits and veg. Now Emily did a great job last night and already did that, so we should go through it pretty quickly, but we might get checked here and hopefully we go through all right. Oh, but first and foremost, we've got a stop to make. Hold on.
Have a ride.
How good's this?
Oh.
Rui. Underwater.
True blue Rui.
Before we go through the quarantine point, there's someone we wanted to get a photo with first. Rui. A kangaroo holding Vegemite. But he's underwater. Apparently they've had a bit of rain here and it's flooded in, so we just have to do it from afar, I think. Emily trying to get out through the floods. How good. Goodbye, Rui. Vegemite is what we ate. So, here we go. Quarantine checkpoint. Heavy vehicles, light vehicles. I would say we're going to be a light vehicle.
I would think so.
Let's figure it out. Okay? Hopefully this bloke's going to be nice. It's just got up.
Yep, she's up. Have you got any food items in that cupboard?
Nah,
or is
that's
it all
it.
here?
That's all it's all on the side.
Looks good. Nothing else back there.
Nah.
Beautiful. No worries then.
Alright, mate.
No problem.
Thank you for
take
that.
care. No
Have a
worries.
good day.
Right side.
See you later. Thank you. And that, my friends, is how you smuggle tomatoes into WA. Only joking, only joking. Don't want to ruin the good old wine business of WA. Alright, so not $1.90, $2.20, but still 70 cents a litre cheaper than Border Village, which is 5 kilometres down the road. So we're only going to put in about $30, and that'll just keep it topped up and us feeling a bit safe. Emily's anxiety a little bit lower.
Wide open spaces.
Set up for camp for tonight. We are staying just outside of Kaigana. We found a little four-wheel drive camping spot. It's just got its own little secluded areas around it, so we set up the van here and we are having ravioli for dinner. So I'm boiling the water, cook that, get to sleep nice and early and head back on the road for tomorrow. Probably try and get to Esperance. Good morning. We've woken up from camp. We're about 5 minutes outside of Kaiguna, just on the eastern side of the 90-mile Strait. So this morning, getting up, getting ready, and we are going to head to the Kaiguna BP, get to the 90-mile Strait, hopefully get our little tourist pics that we want to do there, and then hopefully by the end of today we'll be in Esperance. Alrighty, so we just left the service station. $2.27 a litre I think it was, so it wasn't too bad. A little bit better than the Nullarbor and the border village, but still not great. So we only put 40 bucks in, and hopefully that'll get us from this end of the 90-mile Strait to the other end. And with that in mind, we are about to reach the 90-mile Strait. So
There's the sign!
Oh, here we are right here. Better get a photo. Alrighty, here we are at the eastern end of the 90-mile Strait. It's pretty cool. We've just had a look, heaps of stickers from all over the world. Now, now is the challenge of tackling the 90-mile Strait. So we might have to take it in turns because it's a bloody long way to just keep going straight. I'm excited. Let's go. So we are still on the 90-mile Strait, but the sun's just peeked through and it is much less gloomy and much less daunting than when we started. It's quite beautiful. So, this is it. We're at the other end of the 90-mile Strait. Here's the sign coming up. Well, I tell you what, it wasn't that bad, but it was a little boring. If you're gonna do it, have some good tunes ready. Alrighty, Emily's in the captain's chair. This is the traditional vlogging lifestyle. I'm sitting here on my iPad making movies for everyone to enjoy, especially all our new followers. And Emily's driving, making sure that we get to where we need to be. We're still driving across the Nullarbor. Next stop, Norseman. Let's go! So, we finished, we turned off the Eyre highway crossing the Nullarbor, and you know what our first thing to do is? Get some fuel. There's $100. 103.62 at Norseman. But 30 cents a litre cheaper than the last petrol station and $1 a litre cheaper than the minimum. So not bad. Alrighty, so we just pulled up in Norseman to have some lunch after filling up the car. So the grand total in fuel was $237.71, and we drove how many kilometres, Emily?
1,201.
1,201. Now that's direct, so we probably have a little bit more in there with a few side quests, but about 250 bucks to cross the Nullarbor. Not too bad, and we've made it. Now time to have a bit of lunch and then continue on the journey. I don't think Esperance is too far away from here in the big scheme of things, but we're back in civilization. Nullarbor ticked off the bucket list.
Woohoo!
We just left Norseman, so we had lunch at the little Lions Park there. Emily made some lovely wraps. I got to speak to Mama and Granddad, so it was all really good. Nice to have a bit of reception back. And now we are on our way to Esperance. There it is. Esperance. So we've just arrived in Esperance. Woo woo!
We made it!
So we're going to go have a look at the information centre and see what there is to do around here, and then maybe circle around town. We got to figure out where we're going to stay tonight. So maybe the people in the information centre will be able to help us out. Oh, long drive done. Nullabor's done. We just checked into the caravan park, so we went to the tourist information desk, and the lovely man said that as much as he would like to help us, free camping was not available. So he said ring up all the caravan parks, and if you if you can't get in somewhere, that you'll be able to go into the overflow parking. So we went to the overflow parking because everywhere was quite booked, and it was a piece of red dirt. So you still had to pay $40 for red dirt, so we didn't want to do that. Luckily, Emily had done the best organisation ever, and she had rang around, and one of them had got back to us, and it's a 1-minute walk to the beach. It's $70, so it's a little bit expensive for our budget, but we got a bit of grass and we got power and water. So I'm going to take that as a win.
And we also have very nice toilets and showers, and friendly people around.
Yeah, that's true. The
So
toilets were fantastic.
Should be a good night, I think.
Yeah, so we're going to have a few beers, cook some dinner, relax, and enjoy this ocean. Good morning. We've had a really good morning here in Esperance. So Emily found park run, ran a sub 30, which we both haven't done any running for a long time, so sub 30 was pretty awesome. And then we've just finished that, and we've headed to the first lookout of the day. We're going to do the, I think it's called the Great Ocean Drive. So we're going to do that today. It's a 40-kilometre loop around the Esperance beaches. We're going to try and do it before it gets too windy, because it's supposed to be pretty windy today. But our first stop of the day is this lookout, and we're going to do a nice little walk. The views are pretty spectacular from up here. It's a bit hard to put them on the camera. But otherwise, we're looking forward to just having sort of a beach hopping day and seeing nice clear blue waters and white sand. To our first beach of today, it's West Beach. Emily's described it as looking like a postcard, and it truly does. It is white sands and crystal blue waters. It's a bit choppy for me as a beach, but Emily's keen to go for a swim, so she's going to put her swimmers on. See how it goes, eh? About to get on the pristine white sand beaches that are known as the Esperance beaches. This one's West Beach. Emily said that it is probably the most beautiful beach she's ever seen. So from a beach snob, that's pretty impressive. Puppy! Hello. I think one of the craziest things about here is that, despite the puppy dog, there's no one else around. Like, we have the whole beach to ourselves. Alrighty, so we're just about to leave West Beach, and Emily's in a bit of a state of euphoria after a swim. So how was it, Em?
Loved it. I think that was one of the best beaches I've ever been to. Definitely on the list of my favourite beaches I've ever been to. It was beautiful temperature, really, really pretty. The swell wasn't too big, which Bo was a bit disappointed about, but it was perfect for a dip.
On to the next one. Alrighty, our next stop of the day, Blue Haven Beach. I used to live in a suburb called Blue Haven. This beach is a little bit nicer than where we were. Twilight Beach and Twilight Cove. Now behind me there's this big rock in the middle of the water, which Emily said looks like grease, and it does. And apparently you can jump off it. Now I think we might be at the wrong tide in order to jump off it, but we're going to give it a little bit of a look and see if we can. Alrighty, we're on the beach. How good is this? Look at that for the view. Whew. Emily and I have decided that we're going to go swim out to that big rock out there and climb up it. And if we can, we might even jump off. We did it. Emily and I jumped off the big rock. It's in the middle of the water there at Twilight Beach. Emily went first, so she did such a good job, and it wasn't very deep. But we did it, we jumped off. I wish we changed the settings on this camera so I could have taken it out, but that's alright. There'll be other ones. Oh, it's been a good morning. Coming into Observatory Point. The water is stunning. Wow, I don't think the camera's going to do this justice. It's beautiful. I'll try and get a shot, but look at that. Speechless. Sweet. We're going up to the lookout, up a few stairs. Hopefully it's nice. Just walked up to 10 Mile Lagoon, and this is going to be a bit of a fun one. Look at this. Free beach, clothing optional. You know what that means? Nudie, 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 beach. One thing, the person at the travel information desk was helpful, but he would have been a lot more helpful if he just circled this beach and say, come here. Alrighty, well there's no nudies yet. No nudies on the beach, which is all good. Still pretty funny. But I'll tell you what, the beach itself, pretty spectacular. How good. Have a look. So we have just got to
11 Mile Beach.
Now this should be the last beach on the Great Ocean Drive. So the first few are a little bit more swimmable, and then these last ones have been more sort of on the cliff. And you can walk down some stairs. I guess you can still swim at them, but the weather hasn't been so kind to this side of the Great Ocean Drive compared to the start. So we haven't swum here, but yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah, it's still pretty bloody beautiful.
Alrighty, this is our last stop of the day for the Great Ocean Drive, and it is the Pink Lake. Now, it is no longer pink. It is as white as it comes. Emily's finding out why it's not pink at the moment. There's a big sign that says that. Otherwise, it's still pretty spectacular. It's very vast, and it's got a pretty cool shade of like a light whitey blue water in it. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but you can try. Otherwise, that wraps up the Great Ocean Drive for us. It was beautiful. Honestly, probably better for our point of view than the Great Ocean Road. We like going to be able to swim at the beaches and have a look at that white sand, and the Great Ocean Drive provided that. So yeah, heavily recommended. Good morning. We have just arrived in the Cape La Grande National Park, which is about 40 kilometers east of Esperance, and we decided to do a morning hike. So we are doing, what's it called, Em? Frenchman's Peak, which is this huge mountain behind us. Now it's only a 3 kilometer track, but they say it'll allow 3 hours. So let's see.
Steep.
Apparently it's supposed to be really steep. Now, there's a peak behind us. Already getting out of breath. I'm about 2 minutes in, and we're just heading straight up. Time to initiate the mountain goat sequence. Up the side of the cliff. Watch Emily. She's steep. Alrighty, we made it to the top. We are at the peak. Now, we are on one side of the rock and it is not too windy here, but on the other side, I don't know if you can see it, it is blowing an absolute gale. Watch as I walk from one side to the other, how much the wind just comes. Ready? I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty windy. Good is this. Zoom. Woo! Emily's buggered. Hands on hips. Time for
admiring the scenery.
She's having a rest. Our way down the trail now, and if we thought it was steep walking up it, it is so much steeper walking down it. It is very sketchy, but I tell you what, doing it for the vlog, so you better subscribe. I need some cash for this. I feel like one of those street performers that do a dangerous stunt. Here I am, death-defying stunts, all for your entertainment. So, give us a subscribe. Alright. We've made it. Woo! Subscribe. So we've just arrived at the Hellfire Bay Beach. This is spectacular. If you ever get a chance, come here. Now, I've got my hat on because I got sunburnt yesterday, and so my head was all sunburnt, but look at this. This is a postcard, and I look fantastic. How is it, Em?
Yeah, I think this wins.
This would be the best beach we've ever been to.
Yeah, 100%.
Big call.
Without a doubt, though.
Big call from the koalas, but I reckon that's it.
Alrighty, we have finished up at Hellfire Bay. That was spectacular. I think that was one of the nicest beaches I've ever been to in my whole life. The guy at the tourist centre when we got here said the beaches around here are just like a postcard, and I think that was the first one that I went, oh, there's the postcard. It's spectacular. So that was really lovely to have a nice swim there, and then we've just had some lunch, and now we're on the way to
Lucky Bay.
Lucky Bay.
Alrighty, a quick little pit stop on our way to Lucky Bay. We are at Thistle Cove. Emily's seen it on the maps and thought that it had some nice views, and she was not wrong. It's like Greece. Here we are, we're at Lucky Bay. This is basically the tip of the national park, and it's as far as we can get with our two-wheel drive, but if you had a four-wheel drive you'd be able to get a little bit further. And apparently, time to time you can see some kangaroos. We're just leaving Lucky Bay. We didn't stay there as long as we thought we would. We decided that we're going to check out a few of the other beaches in the Cape Le Grand National Park, because tomorrow we're going to come back, but we might have changed our plans and decided to go out and see a different area tomorrow, which means that we'll see some beaches today, and then hopefully tomorrow the weather will be a bit nicer and we'll get to see some new places all at the same time. So we're trying to get a double win if we can. So now we are off to Cape Le Grand Beach. All right, we made it to Cape Le Grand Beach. It's blowing an absolute gale, so we just thought we'd sit in the back of the car and admire the view. A beer goes with it.
Cheers.
How good. Alrighty, good morning. It is our final day in the Esperance region, and we've decided that we're going to go to a different beach. We've headed to Warton Beach, which is a little bit out of the way, but we've seen all the other beaches yesterday and they were beautiful, but we just wanted to see another one, and the wind is supposed to be perfect for Warton Beach. And mate, get a load of this.
Not bad.
Pretty spectacular. Shot of the trip. Let's go! Woo! I think it worked. Finished up at Warton Bay. It was amazing. We're going to give it number 2 on our best beaches of all time, behind Hellfire Bay. We're heading off now. Our goal is to head towards Albany. We don't exactly know where we're going to camp tonight. Apparently there's a nice caravan park that comes on a first serve basis. We'll see if they take us. If not, we might do some free camping, because Albany is extremely expensive. We've just arrived at the Cooling Up Tavern. When we stopped at the information desk, the man behind said a good day out is to go to the Cooling Up Tavern, have a pub feed. He recommended the burgers. He said they were the best in town, and to go and have a swim at the beach. So we've just flipped that. We've had a swim at the beach, and now we're going to go have a burger and then continue on our way towards Albany. I'm going to get the traditional hamburger, and we're going to add a side of chips so that Emily can enjoy it as well, because she's not feeling like a veggie burger from here. Can't wait, hopefully it's good. The burger looks good. Let's get into it. Oh, yum. That's good. Alrighty, it's time for us to get back on the road. Emma's just having some lunch. She's having a little wrap. We're leaving the pub now, and it's time to continue the rest of our Southwestern Australia journey. We've just arrived at Greenhaven Tourist Park.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Greenhaven Tourist Park or Caravan Park. It's lovely. A little dam behind us. There's duckies in it. It's really cute. Super cheap. We're on the road between Esperance and Albany. Good little place to relax if you're halfway across. The lovely man that checked us in said that there's a nice mountain to climb up tomorrow. So Emily and I might do that in the morning. Otherwise, we might just go straight to Albany and spend the day there before continuing on to Denmark for tomorrow's accommodation. Other than that, we're going to have a quiet one for tonight and close today off here. Good morning. We are on the road today. We are leaving our beautiful little tourist part of Greenhaven and heading towards Albany. The plan is to spend the day in Albany and do all the sights around there. And then we're going to head off to our caravan park, our campsite for tonight in Denmark. Now the reason that we did that is because Denmark was about a third of the price of Albany, and it's only 40 minutes down the road. And it has a nice little river that we can try and swim in. We have just arrived at the Parongarup National Park. Now the plan of attack is to tackle this Castle Rock walk, and then at the end of the Castle Rock walk there is a granite skywalk. So hopefully we'll be able to go up and see the cool views, but it is raining and we've got our raincoats on, which means I don't know how many views we're going to see. Maybe the cloud will be in the way, but it's good to get out of the car and stretch the legs, and honestly it's nice to get out of the sun after the last few days being at the beach. After 2.5 kilometers of just climbing uphill, we've made it to the top of the Castle Rock walkout. Now these are absolutely stunning. It looks like it's literally tilting on one edge. I cannot tell you how daunting it is standing in front of this. It feels like it's just going to roll straight on top of you. We're standing underneath it too on the downhill. Time to get moving. I'm getting scared. We're going to make our way up through the narrow parts and head up towards the skywalk. Now, it's quite grey and gloomy as you can see, which means I don't think we're going to see much. But we made it all the way to the top, so it's worth going and check it out. Just made it to the top, and there's this sign saying choose your path. A nice easy lookout, or a 65-meter scramble up the cliff. We went with the scramble. Here we go. We've climbed up halfway. Still got a big ladder to go behind us. The view's not great. It is just cloud. But it's pretty spectacular up here. At least it stopped raining.
Pretty cool anyway.
It's actually very cool anyway. Heavily recommended. Now time to get to the top. Made it. Top of the skywalk. How good is this? And the clouds mean that you can't see so far, so I'm not scared of falling off to it, impeding down.
Righty, I'm at the lookout point. Rose had to turn around because he looked down and got scared, which is very fair. It's a bit scary up here, especially with the wind and the zero visibility that we have, but this is the lookout.
We've just finished the hike, get back down to the car, made us some lunch. Cooked myself up some True Blue sausage sangers. Emily's having some 2-minute noodles. Then we're getting on the road, heading towards Albany. How good.
Alrighty, so we've made it to Albany. We went through the main street. It was really nice to be back in civilization for a little bit. We called into Woolies and got some food, did a restock, so we're set up for the next few days. Bros decided he's pretty buggered, so he's gonna have a bit of a rest in the car for a while, and I'm gonna go and see what there is to see at the national park. Alright, so we've made it to the Big Four in Denmark. Finally got here. Weather is still not looking great, but that's alright. We're going to get set up and cook some dinner and then have an early one tonight and see what tomorrow brings.
Going down to cook some dinner at the camp kitchen, and there is an absolute karaoke country western party going on. People have an absolute ball in the caravan park. How good is this? Karaoke party. How good. Now time to find Emily. She's cooking up ravioli. Should be good. How is it?
It's cooking.
Not cooking at all. It'll get there.
It's a slow process.
Creamy pumpkin soup ravioli.
And some cracked pepper.
It's a cracked pepper. Yum, ready. Pumpkin ravioli. Ooh.
What's the verdict?
Yum, pretty good. How nice. Good morning. I had a beautiful sleep here at, where are we?
Denmark.
In Denmark. It's really nice, campsite's really nice, but the weather is supposed to be really gloomy and grey today. So at dinner last night we decided we're going to get on the road. We're going to go halfway to where we're going to go. So we're originally going to go Denmark straight to Margaret River, but now we're going to stop halfway along the way because it's supposed to be sunny there and it breaks up the drive. Let's go. And now we are starting to get a little bit of traveller's burnout because we're stopping at every place that we want to go to because it's just so beautiful. So we decided today that we're not going to stop at every single place. However, 10 minutes into the journey, a little place came up on the sign and it said it was only 4 kilometers away. So we decided to go down and have a bit of a look. And now we're walking to Green's Pool and we're going to check out the Elephant Rocks of Denmark, which we've seen all over Instagram. Beautiful. Nice is this. Bit disappointing with the weather. Grey and gloomy skies.
And bloody freezing.
And freezing. Emily just said that we could spend a week here if we had some good weather, which is true. Unfortunately, we don't have a week. But now we're going to go walk up and over this big rock and see the Elephant Rocks.
Yeah.
How good? So we're at the Elephant Rocks. Now, Emily's just said that she reckons that these ones over here are the big elephants and that these ones down here are the baby elephants. I don't see it. Let us know if you do. All I see is a beautiful little rock pool swimming hole area, and if it was a nicer day, it would have been lovely to go and have a little dip. We have just pulled up to the Shannon campground. It's about halfway to the Eyre Valley where we're heading today. Honestly, it's a beautiful campground. It's got toilets and barbecues and everything around. And we're contemplating staying here. Then we looked at the price, 20 bucks per person. There is absolutely no one else here. Come on, WA government, make it a little bit cheaper. People will be able to afford it. All right, next one's up, ham and cheese. Got the wrap all sorted. Gonna have a bit of salad. Here's my tomato. Cucumber. Open up a fresh cheese. One I prepared earlier. Nice play school. Give it a little break. Got quarters. Chuck that on there. Get the childproof off that. Got some friends coming behind us. They wouldn't be staying the night. Not for 20 bucks per person. Come on. Highway robbery. Our salad's done. Get a bit of ham on there. Put it on there. Crack a bit of pepper. Little Salt Bay. Wrap her up. Wrap her up a little bit better. Don't know about you. Absolutely ripper. How good. We've just arrived at the RAC campground in the Eyre Valley. We've basically got the whole place to ourselves. There's hardly anyone here. There's no one in the no power section. So we've got the solar set up, the awning set up, the table set up. It's a beautiful blue sky. There are kangaroos hopping around. It's actually beautiful. Now I'm gonna go for a walk to the waterfalls because apparently there's a waterfall within about an hour walk. Emily's gonna have some alone time and we're both gonna meet up and go for a swim at the lake. 2 minutes into the walk. I got friends. Look at them. How good is this? Made it to the top, on the edge. Waterfall's just down there. Can access this from our campsite. It's Perla. Kangaroos, waterfalls, lagoons. There's also a 5-star restaurant, which we can't afford to go to today. This campsite's got it all. I'm just on my way back down on the return walk from the waterfall. And look at this. Little suspension bridge. Tell you what, this is unreal. Whoa. Imagine if I just deck it. How's this? Waterfall behind me. Suspension bridge. Yeah. Here's a lookout from the top of the waterfall. I don't know if you can see it, but where we're staying, it's just over there in that lagoon. That's where we're allowed to swim in. You can get some stand-up paddleboards. I don't know what we're going to do. Might even try and stay here tomorrow, I reckon. Enjoy some of the activities that they have at the campground. Now, to make my return back, Eyre Valley Resort. Here we come. 50 minutes. I can do it less than that. Down the hill. Here's the lake. Just got the phone to Emily. She said she's waiting for me. Let's have a quick look. See what this lake looks like from this side. How nice is that? So that's the 5-star restaurant. And all the way over there is a little jetty that we can swim out to and float at and do water activities. And that's where I think Emily is. Let's go find her. Alrighty, I'm coming onto the lake now. I can see the lake. Where is Emily? Found her. Here she is with her book sunbaking. Emily! How good is this? Look at them all. What's that, Skip? Having a good time down here at the caravan park? Certainly. Look at them all. Now, for people that didn't grow up where we did, this would be an absolute spectacle. Where we grew up, there's 100 kangaroos, so it's nothing too fancy, but watching it just jump and hop along in the background there, still majestic. This is the biology lesson of the day for those non-Australian viewers. Got the female one with the joey. You see his little legs sticking out of the pouch. The big male one standing over guard. Get his big broad chest up. So if we go a little bit closer, he'll probably try and tell us to back off a little bit. So we're just going to stay here, not spook him. Enjoy him. Beautiful. Good morning. We decided to stay the extra day in the Eyre Valley Resort. It's just beautiful. Want to enjoy the activities that they have on for show here at the caravan park. Today we are going to, number one, walked back to the falls, which I did yesterday, but I really liked it, so I want to make sure Emily gets to see it as well. And then there's an additional hole through the tree walk that we're going to do. So that should add a little bit of extra time, but it's still in that same walking loop. Then we're going to come back and we're going to stand up paddleboarding on the lake. Then head back to our camp, make some lunch, chill out for a little bit. There's a tennis court, so I want to verse Emily in tennis. See who's going to be the next winner of the Australian Open. And then finish off the day with a little bit of paint and sip. Activity full day, but it's nice that we don't have to drive anywhere and we get to just chill out a little bit. Really excited for this one. Let's go. The waterfall. What do you think, Em?
Pretty nice. So peaceful up here.
Yeah, there's like no one else around that does this walk. Yesterday there was a few people, but today, just the koalas. Go. Emily's experience number one of the suspension bridge. See how she goes.
Just like to point out the do not jump or sway on the bridge sign.
So we're not allowed to jump or sway on the bridge.
No jump or sway. Oh.
As they say, It's only a recommendation. The waterfall is about 1,000 times better than yesterday. Look at that. Look at that. It's magical. It's like a purpley colour bouncing off the rocks. We are at the walk-through tree. I'm pretty excited for this one, but it was Emily's pick of the day. Let's go see what it looks like. Look at that. It is huge. And you can walk through it. Oh. You can stand in it. Oh. Wacky do. Arrived back at the lagoon. The waterfall done. The hole in the tree done. And now we're going to get some stand-up paddleboards.
Let's go.
Let's go. Pick the part. We're going supping. Let's go. I'm supping, baby. How good is this? Supping. How's the shore transfer?
Oh!
Nailed it. Woo! Okay, our next activity. Tennis. Now we both suck at tennis, so this is going to be an interesting one. But how good? Our caravan, our camper van is just over there, and the tennis courts are just here. The tennis was a success in our books, but we are definitely not making the Australian Open anytime soon. Now we're just going to head up, cook some dinner, enjoy our last meal here in the Eyre Valley with all our little friends. There's about 50 more of them back up on that hill over there, but I'm not walking all out there. Emily and I are going to cook our dinner, and I think we're going to do a little portrait of each other with a bit of red wine. Should be nice. Have a look. Such a little head. From here, above our little strands of hair. Flush down the toilet. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Do you like it? Alright, the reveals. Off to a new day. We're leaving the Eyre Valley. Had a fantastic time here. I really enjoyed all the little activities that we did yesterday and the lake that we got to swim in. Got to jump off the jetty, went stand-up paddleboarding. Played tennis. And we also got to spend the night with about 100 kangaroos, so it was really good. Oh, and we did our paint and sip. We did our paint and sip, which was really nice because we'd been carrying that with us since home. Anyway, so today we are off to Augusta. And we just got down to the jetty. And there's dolphins. There's dolphins just by the water. Emily, there's dolphins.
There's 3.
3 dolphins.
Did look mysteriously like sharks for a second, but
A pod of dolphins. See if I can get a video. They look so small, but they're so big in real life. On the camera they look tiny. Alrighty, we've made it. We're at Augusta campsite. Emily just said, how's this for a setup? We got the kitchen out, table out, shade up, washing line up, power on, solar out. Pretty seasoned at this now. Okay, I'm just leaving the caravan park now and we're making our way down to the beach. Pretty excited for this beach. It's got a little pontoon thing similar to what we had yesterday where we can swim out and jump onto. But the local people have been telling us that it is extremely windy and we're basically just going to get blown away off the shore today. So see how it is. Hopefully it's nice and not too windy and I'll be able to go for a swim. Okay, so here we are down at the beach. The locals are right, it's pretty windy. I'm glad I brought a book with me. The pontoons out there is absolutely shaking like nothing else. Kind of like a mechanical bull. The water is beautiful, but it's just windy and choppy. When Emily comes down, I might go for a swim, but at the moment I'm just going to read my book and sit in the sun. Convinced me to go for a swim. It was actually really nice. The wind was nowhere near as bad when you're in the water. We didn't make it out to the pontoon though. It's still bucking like a mechanical bull. We just decided to float in the water, go from one jetty to the other, and then when we got out it was freezing cold because of the wind.
I'm warm now though.
It's beautiful now. Yeah, I'm better now. Anyway, that's all Gus stuff. Tonight we're just gonna chill,
Yeah.
make some dinner, and then tomorrow Emily's booked us in to see the caves. Morning. Had a pretty nice sleep last night at Augusta. You could hear the waves actually from the van, which was pretty cool. It's camping right out on the beach. Here we are though, starting off our day with our first guided adventure. We are at the Jewel Cave. This is one of Emily's picks. It's apparently a massive underground cave where you'll be able to just see what's going on. Yo, we're on our tour. Don't know how to vlog on tour.
Stay back.
Stay at the back. Pretend like we don't exist.
A lot of stairs.
A lot of stairs. Climbed out. Back into normal oxygen levels. There's a higher level of carbon dioxide in the cave. Harder to breathe. That's Emily. Crawling through. That was unreal.
Yeah, that was amazing. I really enjoyed that. That was cool.
Now we're off to Hamlin Bay. See the stingrays. Alrighty. Here we are. Hamlin Bay. Go and have a look at the stingrays. Emily spotted one.
It's a baby.
It's on there, little baby. See if we can get a good shot of it. It's so cute.
Wow.
Go near it, Em.
Oh, no. I'm not going
Look at that. I'll get a nice close view.
in. Wow.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's got a size on me.
Okay, that's enough.
Bay. And now we are at the river mouth of the Margaret River. And it's the return of our very good friend, the wind. Unfortunately, the swell's not too good. It's just so windy.
Driving around this region for a little bit, which has been very nice. Went to the river mouth, which was pretty cool, but very windy. So we came to Nullarbor Beach. I think that's how you pronounce it, or how Bose taught me to pronounce it. So that was really nice for a good swim for this afternoon. Been there for a while, reading our books, having a swim. Now we've had enough of the sun, I think, for a bit. I'm gonna head back to camp, get set up, and then see what else happens this afternoon.
So we've gotten up and we've had some coffee with some friends back at the surf point that we were at yesterday, but it was a bit windy. Not windy today.
Beautiful today.
Beautiful today. Watched some surfers out, had our little coffee, and now we are at the Margaret River Bakery, which is extremely busy. It looks amazing. Here we go. Emily's having a caramel donut.
Alrighty, so we've been looking around at Margaret River, had a look at the shops, been to Woolies, done a restock, got the van full of food for the next few days, which is very nice. Grab some beers, which will be very fun. Have a bit of a cruisy Sunday afternoon, which will be nice. But before we get to our campsite, we've come to a beach called Gracetown, and we're going to have a little dip, have a swim, have a read, and then keep on with the journey.
Jumping in. Okay, we finished up our swim at Gracetown and we've just headed down the road to the Injured Up area where there's supposed to be a natural sort of rock formation that causes this spar effect. So the waves come crashing in over the rocks and cause a little spar in the ocean. It looks good from other people's vlogs. Now it's going to look good from ours. Let's go! Beautiful. It wasn't very crowded, it was quite nice. Whoa, but this one looks like it's a little bit more hectic and it comes over from a different direction. Should be fun. Right on the other side, this one is way too busy to even jump in at the moment. And we've got an extra day up our sleeves, which isn't a weekend. So, we might come back tomorrow, eh?
Yeah, off to the pub.
Yeah.
Let's come back for another dip.
Let's go to the caravan park, set up our thing, and head off to the pub for some happy hour and some tunes. Let's go. Go to the car park for tomorrow. This is what it looks like now. Full as. Let's see what it looks like tomorrow. Yarling Up Beach. Starting off for the day. Watching the sunset. It's bloody beautiful. Had a few drinks at the caravan park, swim in the pool, cook some dinner. I even put the YouTube on in the camp kitchen. Extra views always counts. Hey, maybe a few extra subscribers. But today's been pretty perfect. Tomorrow, go back to the natural spas and Indy Jump. Hopefully, there won't be too many people there compared to today, being a Monday morning. And then we're going to go check out Dunsborough. We haven't got anywhere to sleep for tomorrow yet, so we'll figure that out on the way. And we'll go from there. Only a few days left in the car.
Countdown.
Countdown is on. Thailand's next. Make sure you get ready for that. It's a whole lot of watch and subscribe. Until tomorrow. See you later. Woken up here at the caravan park in Yarling. And when Emily checked in yesterday, the lady at reception said to go across the road to the German bakery. So that's where we're off to this morning. And then our plan of attack for the day is to go back to the spa. We might try and see if there's any other sites that are around there. And then head to Dunsborough. And then we've got a nice little caravan park just this side of Busselton. So hopefully it's a really nice day. The weather's out. It should be good. Here's the bakery just here. Google up. Alright, so we decided to go with a Google Hump.
Yeah, I think so. I did ask how to pronounce it correctly, but I instantly forgot.
Anyway, it looks like, oh, it's soft. This thing. A little Nutella explosion.
I missed.
You didn't get any. Show you how it's done.
Oh, texture is good though.
She's thick. One of the day. Cannel Rocks. Weren't planning on coming here, but we missed the turn off to where we were supposed to be going, and we ended up here. Perks of being living life in the van. Emily has found another little Instagrammable place to go. Now normally these Instagrammable places to go, you just walk down a little track near the car park, but this one we are walking through the bush so far. But here's the bush we're having to try and go through, navigate through like a wild man, just to try and pop out at an Instagrammable place. We walk down that way where there's a clear no walking sign, and now we have come back onto an actual footpath, which is part of the Cape to Cape walk. So this is a lot better.
Bit easier.
Bit easier than what we were just doing. Oh, I'm out of breath. Welcome to the aquarium. We just got told by some people that you should have brought some snorkels and goggles down, and we got goggles in the car, but we didn't even think to bring them down. And you can just jump in over there and have a look at all the fish. Okay, so we are back at the natural spa in Indojup. This is just a comparison of the car park from yesterday to today. So it is still pretty busy, but I think it's got about half the amount of people as yesterday. So hopefully it isn't too busy down there. It. We're at Nullarbor Beach. So finished up at the rock pool, not the rock pool, where were we? The natural spa. Indojup Natural Spa. And we've driven probably about 20 minutes down the road, and we've made it to Nullarbor. So we're walking onto the beach at the moment, and there is absolutely no one here. This is brilliant. What do you think, Em?
Pretty nice. You do have to walk about 2 kilometres to be able to head into Ballarat.
Yeah, we walked all this way into the beach, and we are less than knee height. Other than that, I don't know, pretty cool. Get to wear my sunnies in. I'm gonna have to sit down and take a wee. I was busting to go and have to walk all the way out there. Or just sit down. We've made it! Southern Hemisphere's longest journey.
How good?
This has got to be one of the most expensive jetties in Australia. $5 to walk on it. Or if you want to catch a train, $30. $10. Both of us got on it. Train track through the middle. Let's see how long this takes. The time is 10:40. I wonder how long it's going to take us to get out there, and how long it takes to get back. Guess what's coming? Can I get a choo-choo? End. Time is now 11:04. Can't remember what we started at.
10:40.
10:40, so about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to walk to one end. So an hour long walk if you're walking up and back. And this is the train station, right at the other end. How good. A good friend, the wind has returned. I think we've just taken us with us everywhere. Anyway, we're on our way back. See you when we get there. Set up the camper van and it is in the middle of town, which is unreal. So we just walked down and done the chocolate shop, which Emily had a little sniff of some chocolate. Now we're just going to head through the main town, have a look at some shops, because Emily has booked us in for a brewery tour. Time to get some beers. So do that, Savo. Ooh, the bake. Brewery tour. We are at the Sheltered Brewery in Bustleton. Emily's booked it. She'll get a nice glass of beer. Let's see what it's all about. Finished up on our brewery tour. It was phenomenal. If you come down to the shelter, honestly, go and get the brewery tour. You get basically a paddle tasting. You get super knowledgeable about beers, and it's all for $15.
It was so good.
It was so good. Alrighty, wrapping up good old Bustleton for today. Well, I'm knackered. I've done over 20,000 steps. Did a run in the morning, walked out on the jetty. So that was 3.5 k's return, and walked around town, and went on the brewery tour. It was a really good day.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's a really nice day. And now we're just enjoying the lovely sunset over the water, which again, we don't get to do that much. And I don't know if we'll get to do it again in Thailand. I'm actually not sure. I think so. We'll find out. But we're almost finished our journey. Next stop tomorrow is Mandurah, and followed that is Perth. But we got some exciting news. Ooh. We locked in Rottnest Island. So we are coming to see the quackers in 2 days' time. Excited?
I am. I'm very excited. That'll be beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And we get to finish off our whole East Coast to West Coast journey. Until tomorrow, look at the sunset. Good morning. We've finished up our stay in Bustleton Caravan Park. So we stayed right on the water, and we got to do a lot of things yesterday. We got to go out on the jetty. We got to have a look around town, and we got to go on the brewery tour and have a few beers. So it was really lovely. Finished off the day with watching the sunset down by the water, and now we're going on to our next day. This is kind of our last day in our van, because tonight we'll stay in it, and then the next night we're staying in Perth. Today we are off to Mandurah. So we've got a few things that we want to tick off in Mandurah, mainly just to have a look around the town and to see the river, and then Emily wants to go on the Giants Walk. We don't really have much else planned, but if something comes up, we're happy to do it. Otherwise, is that it for today, Em?
Yeah, our last caravan park stop.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Whew, let's get on the road. Let's go to Mandurah. We've made it to Mandurah. Our first stop on the journey is we're going to go see a giant. Now, I think what we thought is that all the giants were going to be in the same location. It was just going to be on one big walk. But we've been shocked to find that there is one giant kind of at every different location spread around Mandurah. And they take about 30 minutes to walk into, some of them. So we come to the first one, which is known as Sebasong. It's only about a 10-minute walk from the car. If they're good, we'll go and see a few more. If it's not good, we might just call it the one. Anyway, let's go find Sebasong the giant. Is Sebasong. Pretty cool. I am standing basically in the middle of the ocean to try and get this photo though. Ready? 3, 2, 1, click. Alright, Sebasong tick. That's Mandurah Giant number 1 done. Look, probably not the greatest to see by land. Really, really good to see by sea. We might do a bit of research by going to the next one. Definitely should see one more at least, and go to one that's land-based. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go. Here we go. Emily has assured me that the next one is on the land, and I think she's done pretty well. We're going to see the Santi Eco giant. Now this one looks pretty funny. Looks like he's praising the choir or raising the roof, depending which generation you come from. And we can see him. He's over there. Santi Eco, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up for Santi Eco. Okay, so Santi Eco slaps. Heavily recommended. Just a quick little walk, about 3 or 4 minutes. Up a little hill, and you can raise the roof. Raise the roof, Emily. Yeah, do the Santi Eco. To the actual town of Mandurah, we're gonna go have a look around the shops. Don't really know what else there is to do around here, but we're right on the foreshore, so we might have a look at the water and we might have a look at the shops. Let's see what it's got to offer. Finished up having a look around Mandurah. It's absolutely beautiful, right on the water. Can't wait to come back here tonight and have some fish and chips. We don't get to eat out much in Australia because everything's so expensive, but we've promised ourselves that tonight we're going to eat out and have dinner out. So we're going to have some fish and chips down by the water. But we've got our car up for sale, so we have to go and clean it. So next stop is the car wash before we check into the caravan park.
Up at the car wash. That was our first car wash since we left on our journey, so I think it's safe to say that there was a lot of red dirt on that car on the floor there, but she's pretty clean, somewhat. Still a few marks, but that's alright. I suppose that's part of the journey. Now we are off to the caravan park, set up, have a bit of a rest for a while, and then head down and have fish and chips for tea, I think. Alrighty, so we've set up camp. This is everything here. And now we're going to head off, walk down to the foreshore, have some fish and chips for tea, and then that'll be it. Alright, see you down there.
How good is this? We have ridiculously over-ordered. We went down to the Mandurah foreshore. They said, what type of fish and chips do we need? They looked at us and said, these suckers will order for you. And we've got enough food here to feed the whole army. Anyway,
Oh well.
what a chance. Feed our tummies, watch the sunset. How good is this? This is WA A-OK. Second last day in our van. Tomorrow's our last day. Heading off to Rottnest Island. That is something we're extremely excited for. Get to have a nice dinner. We didn't have to cook. First time in forever. Loving it. What do you think?
Pretty nice, pretty nice. But we might have to salvage them from the seagulls.
We might have to just sell some of these chippies to the seagulls. Make way. Alright, until tomorrow, this is our adventure. Let's go. Good morning. This is a bittersweet day for us. Last day in the van. But we got some exciting news. We're gonna go to see the quokkas. So we're off to Rottnest Island. We're very excited. I'm excited. Emily's excited. Let's go see what these cute little buggers are like. We're on a full boat. Very busy, isn't it?
Chockers.
Oh, half an hour. It's like Quokka Island. Time to get off the boat, go see the quokkas. Let's go. Off the bike. Okay, we got it. We've got our bikes. We're on Rottnest Island. Looks sexy. Time to go find a quokka. Let's go! Now we don't really know where we're going. We're just going to have to make it up as we go along. Which is kind of what you do on Rottnest Island. One of the perks of Rottnest Islands, no cars, so just bikes. One of the negatives is big hills. Oh. Go Emily! Woo. For the day, we're at Henrietta Rocks. Whew. Bit buggered after the bike ride here. There's a shipwreck out there known as the Shark. We can go and snorkel around. We're not going to do it because we don't have really enough time. We're just going to head to the next snorkel place. But if you had a bit more time here, go out and see the shipwreck. I know how not to lose Emily. Spot how many people are wearing their helmets still. Marker Point. Absolutely stunning. We're just deciding whether we go snorkeling or not. Let's see if we do. Guess what we just found? Our first quokka.
Ik maak een foto van jou met dat ding.
Hallo. Oh, hier iemand de trouw.
Ja, als jij daar gaat zitten.
Go snorkeling. Stupid me forgot the floaty grip on the camera, so I'm not going to be able to take it in, which is very frustrating. But here's what it is. We'll get to see some awesome little fishies, and maybe in the shallow end I'll be able to take the camera in. How good is this view? Here we go. First snorkeling bay done. Now we're off to Salmon Bay. Might even do more snorkeling. Don't know yet. Rottnest Island. Let's go. Alrighty. Parker Point is done. Snorkeling's done. Quokka seen. We are the Rottnest experts. Yeah. People were coming up to us and asking for advice. Emily was the tour guide there for a hot minute. And now we're off to the Salmon Bay region, which I think is kind of the most popular one here. Head to Little Salmon Bay. This is probably one of the most popular bays here, and look how many people there are. It looks beautiful. We're probably going to try and snorkel again, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Get in there.
Let's do it, guys. Snorkeling time number 2. Let's go see what Little Salmon Bay's got. Just finished up snorkeling, seeing all the fish. I'm knackered and I'm cold. Whew. Might have a bit of a rest. I'll continue on with the rest of Roddy. Finished for this side of the island.
Yeah.
Now we're going to cut through, potentially see a lighthouse, go to the other side of the island, see what it's got to offer. Let's go. Getting better at this bike riding and vlogging stuff. Woo! Up on the coastline here, and we're heading up towards the lighthouse just up there. Where is she? The lighthouse. Ooh. In the middle of Rottnest Island, we've got this lighthouse. We're pretty buggy because you have to climb off the hill on your bike. Let's go see what it's like. been waiting for. So we're just heading to the other side of the island, but we have to go through this series of lakes. And for the first time on our trip, we've got a pink lake. Person Bay, with the hotels in the water, multi-million-dollar yachts in the bay. That's where we come next time, the koalas, if you subscribe. Headed back to town. We're going to do a few more beaches on the other side of the island, but we're kind of running out of time. Our boat's leaving in about an hour and a half, so we just came back to the town and see what it's got about it. First stop, we're going to go to the museum. Oh, sorry.
Which spread quickly through the caves and built with such intensity that the land is melted and cracked into 3 distinct islands that we sit.
Special. And a little bit confronting. So the history of the island was that in the 1800s they used to use this as an Aboriginal prisoner site, and then they basically used the Aboriginal people to build a holiday destination for white people. And then, as shocking as it was, when the Aboriginal people died here for their slavery, they put up a tent city on it and let people come over and camp and didn't even acknowledge that it happened. It's a bit shocking, but another sort of look into our past. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, off to explore the rest of the town, hey?
Oh, see what else there is to see.
See what else there is to see, but a little moment to reflect.
Yeah.
Great. And there is a quokka. How cute is he?
There's one over there walking. I have seen him walk. He moves so funny. Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it?
Okay, so we just finished up at Rottnest Island. We biked around the whole island, did some snorkeling. We've seen a lot of quokkas. What do you think, Em?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. It's been a beautiful way to spend the day.
The beaches were beautiful. Everything was just nice. Now we're just going to get on the ferry, head back home, and I don't know what we're going to do then. We've got one more day basically in the Perth region. Get to go watch the Mighty Jets play, and that'll pretty much summarise our trip from coast to coast. Oh, and off to Thailand. Let's go. Here we are. It's our last day filming as we drove across the country. Seen some pretty great sights. We've ended up in Perth. So we're starting off now, just having a look at Kings Park. Then we're gonna have a little wander through the city, and we're gonna head to watch the soccer. Oh, what do you think, Em?
It's pretty nice. This is a beautiful park, so good way to spend the afternoon.
Yeah, wait till we see the view. I thought I knew where I was going because I've been here before, and I parked at the wrong spot. So we're on a bit of a walk, and then we'll get to see the view of the city before going and exploring it.
Done.
Perth CBD for a little while now. And we sort of came across this street market. I got myself a banh mi. Emily got herself some
Veggie momos.
veggie momos. Gonna tuck into this and go watch the Jets play. Yeah. The Jets first glory. Right by one. Thanks to Lockie Bayless, the Olympian. Absolute legend. Can't wait for the second half. Come on, the Jets. Well done, Bayless! Oh, I should have had a kid. Alrighty, mighty Jets. Got the win, 3-1. How good. Say good day to the Olympian, the goal scorer and the assist. What a weapon. That has just wrapped up our journey from coast to coast. Driving all the way from Sydney to Perth. Oh, can't remember, how many kilometres was it? That's 8,000 kilometres.
Yeah, at least.
45 days. Did so much, seen so much. Oh, we're a bit buggered to be fair. Our time is just spend a few days in Perth, wrap everything up in our Australia life, and head over to Thailand on the rest of our world adventures.
How exciting.
That's it for now. Let's go to the next one. Bye.
Bye.